I honestly think the only way to find your voice is just to keep writing. Like, I think it's almost an exercise in futility to try and find your voice. I think you find your voice by doing it, by just carrying on and by keeping writing. Like, one of my very best friends is a singer-songwriter called Patrick James Pearson. He runs a studio out at Middle Farm, and we grew up together, and he's doing very, very well now. He gets paid to co-write with people. Like, you know, like people will go, I want to write a song, I'll write a song with you, you get half the royalties, that's a song. And he's worked with some really good acts. He's now got his own band called LYR, which is him and the Poet Laureate, and it's absolutely amazing. And he, what was the last thing you said?
Finding your voice.
Yeah,
something about balancing unique and
yeah. So as he was coming up, every couple of years, his literal voice would change, and he would sound like a different singer. And he eventually realised that that just wasn't the way to go. To try and like find the right. It was just to keep doing his own music, and the more he did it, the more his voice sort of found just its own thing. And now he just sounds like himself, and that's his voice. He's found his voice, and I feel like I sound like I was saying earlier on, I went to Manchester to hear this trombone concerto, which I wrote a decade ago, and it didn't sound like me now. It sounded like me then. It sounded like me trying to sound like a composer, you know? Whereas I feel like everything I've been writing recently is just intrinsically more my voice, because I'm not trying to make it sound like anything else anymore. So I would say if I did have any words of wisdom, which I rarely do that are in any way sort of understandable, I would say to find your voice, you just have to keep writing, and you will naturally fall into it, and I don't think you can force it.